This is Mansion of Hidden Souls on Sega CD, original hardware, published by Vic Tokai.
Where am I? How can this be? There was no mansion here before.
To my understanding, the timer starts as soon as you gain control of your character and ends at the final selection. So this is a rather primitive point-and-click game similar to Myst, though not nearly on par with Myst or Excalibur. This is sort of a so-bad-it's-good game, I guess. It's both really good-looking and terrible-looking at the same time because it was rendered really well, but horribly optimized for the Sega CD, despite it being a Sega CD exclusive.
Ah, someone else is here. It's unusual that we have two guests in one evening.
You can tell by its whopping 4 frames per second.
You must be the brother
And
of the little girl visiting here just a
being
while
very
ago.
limited by the Genesis's
you
color
have no
limit.
business here. You do not have the same intention as that of your sister.
About half of the speedrun, unfortunately, is going to be taken up by unskippable cutscenes. They are very plenty in this game.
Did you hear that? That was the voice of your sister. You want to see her? I don't think so.
So the first thing that we have to do is come into this room and look at the magic mirror on the right here. Because the first key is going to be in the bedroom, but it doesn't show up unless you get the hint first. The mirror can be used for a lot of hints throughout the game, but it's only mandatory for 2 instances. This is one of them. See what I mean with this is a very pretty game. Just doesn't look very good due to the color limits, and also in part because of my AV adapter made it a little bit darker, unfortunately. So here's our first key. This gets us into the art room.
You found it? How can this be? Well, I refuse to show you which door it opens.
So you recognize that wardrobe from the magic mirror. That was the hint that we got. I'll just take a left and go straight. Use that key we just got.
Do I sense a guest?
Now we're going to be using a shortcut to get into the library from here, but we need to get the
What a
key
surprise!
to
Why
the
are you
music room
here?
first.
Do you want to become a butterfly too?
That's over here. So yeah, if you can't tell, the story is that your little sister ran into this mysterious ghost mansion, and you have to find her before she's turned into a butterfly.
Huh. I wonder where that came from. I hope it's useful to you.
Now we have to go up to this painting of SCP Mr. Meeseeks. This is a shortcut to the library. That brings us down here. I have to blow out this candle to the left right here. That's the only one that matters. That opens up the secret passage into the library. The key to the music room is in here, but we need to open the bookcase on the right first.
Match the shapes of the rooms no longer open. The night with the darkness, the day with the light. Return the original figure, and with the light, you will find what you're looking for.
I've played through this game like a dozen times, and I have no idea how that relates to the game.
What are you doing here? If you're here to become a butterfly, you must seek out the hunter.
So now we can go get the key. It was sort of locked behind that cutscene.
Oh, I see you found the key to this room. Don't think I hid it from you. It must have been a mischievous soul, as I would never do that.
Sorry, we already got the music room key. This is the key to this room that... Well, besides getting out of here, you have to come in through this door anyway, afterwards. Now, when we go inside here, we're intended to use a tuning fork that opens up the next key, but turns out we can just skip that entirely and just leave.
Young man, what are you doing here?
So now I have to go back to the magic mirror. That's going to activate the next key, which is Book of Matches. So we can light the one unlit candle in that candle room. That door has no doorknob, so we can't go through there. We gotta use this door.
You're too young. You'll never find your sister.
So the clue on this dartboard is the pattern that needs to be lit in the candle room. Now we got the matches, so we can just head right back to the library, go into the candle room, get to the next part.
Who are you? I'm not alone, you know. I'm with my brother. Jonathan? Jonathan, where are you?
We have to go down these stairs, which takes about 16 seconds, I believe. Unfortunately, there is a shortcut that we can use, but it only saves time in one instance, and that's at the very end. So, unfortunately for now, we just gotta use the stairs. Go slow. So the deal here is that this candle needs to be lit last. So we need to blow out the candles beside it first. This game has some decent atmosphere, being kind of Tim Burton-esque whimsy. It's also got some frightening scenes. If you go down here, there's a suit of armor staring at you. Once we leave this room, we gotta boogie because that thing's gonna come to life and try to kill us.
Jonathan, quick! I'm turning into a butterfly! Help me!
Somebody's coming.
So if we move forward, we die. You'll see when the water drains in a second. So we have to make sure we turn left here instead of going forward by accident.
She'll turn very soon.
Very soon.
So now we've got our sister, and that starts the second half of the game. With this very long cutscene. I do want to point out that this is not the same game as the Mansion of Hidden Souls on Sega Saturn. That's actually a sequel to this. So this actually is a true exclusive for Sega CD. Even though it's not that great, it's still kind of a fun addition to the Sega CD library. It takes about 2 hours total when you start out, just to figure everything out. But yeah, speedrun is about 25 minutes. Once you got everything figured out, at least.
Did you know that butterflies are the souls of flowers? It's true. On the moon, humans who are really befriend these souls are transformed into butterflies, forming their human figures. Most were happy with their amazing human existence. Some disappointed in their figures, others were betrayed by friends and loved ones. The souls are holding now. Is it an acquaintance of yours? I would suggest that you let it go. This child has chosen to become a butterfly, a part of this mansion forever. You cannot take her from the boundaries of this mansion. As a matter of fact, you cannot leave either. Perhaps you too can become a butterfly. Live here with your sister, yes?
Alright, now we gotta get back up to the main floor.
Pretty soon.
Do not turn left here or you'll die. There's a lot of moments where there's so much more that could be done, but we just kind of deal with what, was the norm for 1993. Guess it was impressive back then. That's why I'm playing it.
Wait a minute. That butterfly you're holding is still red. What do you think you're doing? Its beautiful shape will be destroyed, and it'll turn back into an ugly human if you keep carrying it around like that.
Next step is that we got to get up to the art room again, because we need to grab a clock that becomes our timer for the rest of the game. It's not too strict, so not a big deal. The butterfly in this room does give a lot of possible exposition and optional scenes. But we're skipping over a lot of it. Because, there's a speed run and all.
Hey, what happened to this butterfly? It still has red wings. They haven't turned blue yet. I see. You brought it from the basement, didn't you? Don't think you can get out of this mansion. Many have tried. None have succeeded.
We can't use the Mr. Meeseeks shortcut anymore. I believe that's only able to be used once at the beginning. Still taking the stairs. Does not save any time to take the shortcut yet.
What different and beautiful wings. I see the moon has not yet completed its magic. You may have a chance to reverse the transformation.
The candlestick is going to be used in the study,
If you have a light, take this and run quickly.
which we have not seen yet. I should also point out that this actually seems to run faster on an emulator, but I'm using original hardware right now. So my time would be slightly lower if I was using emulator. It also would look better without the AV adapter. This actually is kind of a pretty game in person. So right here, we just have to walk into the wall. Literally just bang our heads against here. That key is for the trophy case in this room, so thankfully we don't have to go very far. This emblem goes right back to where we banged our head. So again, we don't have to go far. Neat. So here we have to take door number 3 on the right. Any other door will lead us back into the foyer. This just shows us where the final mirror is. Now we have to get the final key, which is in the bedroom. You cannot get the key without seeing the final mirror beforehand.
Hey, what are you doing with that crystal? Put it back! It carries the power to repel the magic of the moon. If you don't handle it wisely, you could be banished from the mansion forever. If you leave the mansion, the spell will be broken and time will pass quickly for me as I have been here for years. I will become a grown-up. I don't want to be a grown-up. I don't.
So now we can use that cool shortcut. Which lines us up perfectly to be where we want to go. Again, this is the only time where I know that it saves time over taking the stairs. So the final puzzle is really weird. There's going to be numbers on the doors. And as I recall, the way it works that it has to be anything that has 3 numbers in it. If not, then any number that's divisible by 3 or that has a 3 in it. It's really arbitrary and weird to figure out. But I just remember that the doors that you have to take are left, right, right, straight, right, left, left. Oh, no, sorry. Other way around. Right, left, left, straight, left, right, right. The numbers don't appear until you look at them for about a second. I'm just jumping the gun here. And that's time.
Wait, young lad. Where are you going? Don't go.
Alright, well, hope you enjoyed that pretty ghetto, but kinda charmingly primitive CGI point-and-click game. I'll leave you to the amazing, super cool ending.